Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited. I've got a massive junk journal restock going in my shop on my website today. So, well, it's gone in already. So these are the items. So I'm going to go through them all as quickly as I can. There are a lot of things to get through. So I'll try and kind of do similar things together. So I'll just move these items off. So I've got the scrap paper bundles. I have got a few of these, and these are normally quite popular items. So they tend to be kind of misprints and offcuts and things like that. Things that I have been printing when I have been making kits and things. So you get 20 sheets, and you also get then a couple of, you know, vintage book pages as well. And there are a whole variety of different papers. So they're quite good for things like collaging and making clusters and things like that. They're very good fun. And obviously, you know, they're kind of push you outside of your comfort zone a bit, because they're all different papers that maybe you wouldn't have, you know, necessarily kind of worked with before. So most of them are double-sided. Now, whether or not they're double-sided with usable things, I mean, this, for instance, is my frames. You may prefer to use the other side, which is, you know, more of a background paper, but they may be like that, or they may have actual papers on the back. As the, you know, name of them suggests, they are kind of scraps. So, you know, some of them may have kind of misprints like this, where they're not borderless and things. They're just kind of luck of the draw, really, but all of them will be, you know, definitely usable papers, if you see what I mean. So lots of those have gone into my shop, and they're really, you know, they're pretty good value, because you get a lot of different papers for, you know, for a really good price. So that's the first thing. Then I've got, oh, just very quickly, I've got just two soft covers for junk journals. Now, these have been put in a pack together. So they're being sold as a pair like that, but I mean, obviously they're, you know, they're pretty different in their colors and things. On the back, they are a soft cover. They are an envelope, so they've been stitched around the collaging, as you can see. And then here, what I would do if I were using these, which I do tend to use these, is I would just collage over this with paper or fabric, you know, up to you, and then of course just fold it in like that, and then just, you know, pop on a topper or whatever you want to put on your cover. I mean, to be honest, you could even just put a book plate. That would be gorgeous as it is. But there's just the two of those, and yeah, they are being sold as, you know, as a set. So that's that. And then now I've put together something a little bit different here. So these are my bound paper pads. Now, I've got a few of these, but what I've done, normally I sell them in sets of collections. So they're the collections papers, and they're full sets. This time I thought I would kind of do something a little bit different and a bit more, you know, a bit more adventurous, really. So I've put them together as you would a paper pack, like in, you know, in the shops, a conventional paper pack, in that they are completely random papers from all different, you know, sets and kits and packs and what have you. They will hopefully kind of make a sort of coordinated set. You get 25 sheets. Now, when I say coordinated, I don't necessarily mean all 20 go perfectly, but all 20, oh, sorry, there's an edge there. So, yeah, I do apologise for that. Most of them will be plain on the back. That one's obviously just, you know, slipped in without my noticing. They might not necessarily all go like all 25 together, but definitely they will all complement each other, i.e. you could take, you know, say 10, and 10 would go. You could take 10, maybe incorporating some of the original 10, but, you know, put them with a different view, and they'll coordinate to make something else, if you see what I mean. So they are all completely different. And again, these are going to be sold on a potluck basis. Oh, sorry, as are the scrap paper bundles. They're also all different. So these are potluck basis. Now, a lot of them tend to be pinks and things, because, you know, I'm a bit of a pink fanatic. So, you know, only obviously purchase one of these if you were very happy that there's a, you know, possibility you're going to receive something that's got a lot of pinks in it. But I'm just flicking through very quickly to show you the types of papers that you will get in these. So that's those two. Then this one, So this one's quite, you know, different to these two. It's got much more blues, and it's got some vibrant reds and things like that. So absolutely gorgeous set. But as hopefully you can see just by flicking through, these would all go pretty well together. So, you know, you could kind of marry up various different papers in this set, and they're all going to actually kind of like complement each other quite well. Maybe not all 25, like I said, but definitely, you know, 12 and 12, or, you know, 6 and 6 or whatever. So that's that one. And then this one here. This one's much more browns and sort of neutral type shades. Obviously still got some pinks in here because, yeah, I tend to love the pinks, but really nice, very vintagey one, this one. And again, you know, I thought these were quite fun because they're going to kind of just push you outside of your comfort zone, because depending on the set that you pick, I mean, this one is, you know, greens, shades of greens. It's very different to these, you know, so I mean, you could buy 2 sets and they're going to be different, you know, which hopefully would be very fun. But yeah, hopefully you would produce something that would, you know, possibly be very different to something that you would ordinarily have, you know, picked yourself. You know, just like when you buy a 12 by 12 paper pad in the shops, they don't necessarily have every page that you kind of think, oh, I would definitely have put that and that together, or, you know, I definitely have picked that. They may not, but that's what's quite fun about buying them, is because actually you sometimes get things that, you know, push you outside of your comfort zone. So hopefully, again, you can see you're going to have lots of different pieces, but that do all work together. So, for example, you know, this is my Victorian collection. And then these are something called Totally Dotty. I'm not sure whether I've managed to put these in my Etsy shop yet, but these are coming very, very soon. I mean, look at those. Aren't they just gorgeous? Those, you know, whoops, those 4 pages together, they just look really awesome, don't they? And then here again, my French blue papers, very gorgeous. You know, my blue blossom, you know, very different and, you know, all completely unique, but all would go beautifully together and look really lovely together. So that's the papers. Okay, so I've got a few of those. Right, next item. I have got quite a few little journals, which I will show you in a minute. But the next item I'm just going to quickly whiz you through is I've got some of my variety junk journal packs. And again, so you get, I think you get 20 items in these. And they are all different. Now, these are with a view to obviously using some things maybe in one journal, some things in another. Maybe you would only get, you know, one thing that you could put in a journal and something in another one. You know, they're all very, very different. Now, I will just point out, in these packs, you get a variety of decorated and undecorated pieces. So, for example, this one, this one, this one, and this one, these are not decorated. So what you've got is the bare skeletons that you would then decorate yourself. So a little faux envelope flap there, one of those little tie-up pockets, and then this little pocket here. And then you would obviously decorate those, you know, yourself. We've got a cluster, we've got a little decorative edge strip, and then we've got a little bow and a wax seal. So these are pretty good value because you get a lot of different items that, you know, like I said, you would be able to put something in all different, you know, variety of journals, which means the pack would last a really long time, if you see what I mean. And, you know, hopefully they maybe would be, whoops, quite inspirational to receive, because they're going to be, you know, an exciting kind of like, oh, what's in my pack sort of effect. So I'll just quickly show you one more. Obviously, like with everything, these are all completely different. You know, I don't tend to kind of make repeats to, you know, so they're all going to be very unique things. So this, for example, this is an envelope pocket with an opening at the top. Really pretty. You've got one of those kind of envelope pockets. You've got a little, oops, fold out there. This one, a little journal card. That one there, absolutely gorgeous. This one, oops, little pocket there. Got a wax seal on it. This is one of the undecorated items in here. Okie dokie. You've got that one. Also another undecorated item there. Undecorated item there. Like that. But they're all obviously using beautiful papers and, you know, lovely, gorgeous things that you would be able to, you know, mix and match and put in all different journals. A little bow. There was a wax seal, I think. Yep, here. So, you know, good variety of different things. And like I say, I mean, hopefully they'd just kind of be really exciting to look through, because they're going to be different things that maybe, you know, are going to sort of complement any number of journals, because they're all different. So, you know, the chances are something from each pack is going to go with, you know, something that you're working on. So last one is this one. And again, just like everything else, these are all sold on a potluck basis. Gorgeous pocket here. This one, this lovely great big book page pocket. Pocket there, and a pocket at the front. That one there, oops, with some sari silk. This one, isn't this a gorgeous pocket there? Oops, this beautiful one here. This gorgeous pocket, I have to say, I love this, and I'm quite surprised that I'm parting with it, because yeah, it was in my hoarding stash. This one here, another little matchbox bit there, little decorative strip. And then this one, again, this is a sort of fold out pocket book, so again, undecorated. One of those beautiful little pockets, which, oh, I'm all fingers and thumbs today, but anyway, tucks in, oh, tucks in there. Oh my goodness. Right, sorry, I'm struggling to untuck this. Oh, I hope this is not glued in. That might be why. Oh no, just being very clumsy. So that one, oops, like that. Little cluster, bow, a wax seal, and then this one, isn't this gorgeous? And then you've got these two pockets here, like that. Okay, so they're really lovely, aren't they? And like I said, I mean, just a whole bunch of yummy goodiness. And yeah, kind of nice little sets to receive. They're, you know, maybe they'd be quite nice little sets to gift somebody. Oops. Maybe even someone just starting out with junk journals, because, you know, sometimes it's nice to see how things are made, isn't it? You know, like see them in the flesh, and then it kind of inspires you how to make things. So, you know, for that kind of purpose also, these are quite handy little sets. So that's those. They are the variety packs. Just get these off the desk. Okay. Right. Oh, put them behind me. Okay, right. Just deciding what to do next. Right, I've got some paper fillers. So again, I'm going to just quickly show you one or two of these. And like I said, they're all potluck. So, whoops. These ones are really gorgeous, lovely, very vintagey kind of sets. So these are like little paper fillers for your journals. Papery items there. And again, these are all completely different. Incorporating, you know, some maybe you can incorporate vellum, maybe some vintage documents. But they're all just so cute, aren't they? I mean, that's got some vintage document in there. They're just lovely, aren't they? And then you've got 5 postcards. Now, these are reproduction postcards. They are not original vintage. They are reproduction vintage postcards. So that kind of makes up your little set for these. And like I say, these are paper fillers. Let me put them that way around. these are paper filler sets. So that one, I will just show you them. To be honest, I should really just skip through, but because they're all very different, it's hard to just show you one because they are all, you know, they are all completely unique. So this one, again, they're, you know, they're paper items. They're not kind of card and pockets and things like that. They are little papery pieces. They've got different bits and bobs on them, lace and bling and things like that. This gorgeous little booklet done with vellum. Isn't that lovely? And again, it's got some vintage page. And then this, isn't this beautiful? Absolutely love, love, love this. Really lovely. That's from my butterflies. I don't know whether that's from the butterfly tops actually or the butterfly collection. I do, yeah, I'm struggling to recall, but isn't that just so cute? Lovely, lovely booklet. And then it's got some vintage documents inside as well. Really love it. And then again, 5 of the vintage, not vintage, but you know, the reproduction postcards there. So really, really nice. Sorry, some stuff's just slipped off my desk into the bin. Okay. So, yep. Oops. And then I'll just very quickly show you the final one. So, okay, dokey. Okay, so this is from my tea collection, this paper, isn't it lovely? This one here from the Myrtle Cottage collection, little booklet. I have to say, I really love that booklet. Then this one, I've got some vellum, which just looks gorgeous. And it's also got some of the sewing pattern paper in that one, so that's very cute. This little booklet here. And then this one, isn't this gorgeous? And again, you've got some vintage documents included in there. It's just very, very gorgeous, isn't it? Love it with the vellum. And then it's got that closure with the butterfly. And then again, just the vintage reproduction postcards on there. So yeah, very, very cute bits there. So that's the paper fillers. I have them all labelled up because you know, Natalie does the posting, and yeah, just so she knows what she's picking up, because I mean, obviously to a non-journaler, probably everything looks pretty much the same, it's got to be said. Right, now I'm going to now go on to, oh actually, just before I do, I'll just very quickly show you the rest of the things that are sort of similar-ish items. So we've got paperclip packs. Now again, these are all different. Now I'm just going to show you a couple of these because otherwise I'm aware that this video is going to be like really super long. So variety of different size paper clips. So that one, it's a pocket paper clip. That's on one of those medium sized ones. This one, however, on a huge, large paper clip. Now this one's been rusted. So yeah. And then, so you get 10 paper clips. You may have some that are fabric. They've all got other additional details on, maybe like, you know, bling or pearls or trim or, you know, flowers, things like that. So this one here, it's just got the little kind of pearly things. It's like a little cluster. So yeah, they're very, very cute, aren't they? And always handy to have like a variety of paper clips ready to use. And even nicer if you can kind of, you know, incorporate other styles of things in your work. It just kind of makes your journals, you know, makes journals quite interesting, doesn't it? Which is why I think that the, oops, I'm trying to think, did I have that sideways on in there? I don't know, no. Which is why I think the variety papers from the, whoops, I'm making such a hash of putting this into the bag. I don't know why. Hadn't made such a hash of it when it was in there in the first place, but oh dear. Because I'm rushing, trying to get through all these huge amount of things. Yeah, which is why I think the things like the variety papers in the paper bundles and things like that, they're quite fun because they do encourage you to kind of like perhaps do things that, you know, you wouldn't ordinarily put together. So just show you one or two more. So I'll just show you this last one. So I mean, like I say, they're all different. So again, you know, if you ordered kind of like more than one, they're going to be different paper clips. You know, you wouldn't get like 10 of the same paper clips. They're going to be different. So, you know, you don't have to worry that you're going to end up with 10 paper clips that are the same. They're all, you know, they're all different. So, yeah, that's those. That one was another pocket. Okay, like that. And I would love to hear your feedback below, if possible. Now, I'm going to try, and this is the first for me, I'm going to try and do a video to put in the Facebook group of the restock. And it's going to be obviously a cut down video. I'm not going to do one this long, but yeah, maybe I will just show a few items or something like that, so that the people who are members of the Facebook group maybe get sort of, you know, a heads up that there's been a restock. So yeah, let me know what you think to that, and also let me know, you know, what types of items do you really like. You know, do you like this selection of things that I've put in my shop today? You know, are there things that you would like to see in there? You know, just let me know your thoughts, because obviously, you know, I want to be kind of customer focused, and obviously if you particularly want something or particularly don't want something, I'd love to hear that. So then I have got these speciality paper packs. Now this is like a die cut pack, but it's on speciality papers. Now I'm thinking I need to put something white down here, because you are not going to be able to see these. So this is not white, but it's coffee dyed, so hopefully it'll be as good as. So these are a variety of transparency film and vellum. Now you get 40 pieces. They have all been hand cut by myself, and you will get all different, you know, yummy, gorgeous pieces that you can use in your junk journals. Okay, now I'm just going to skip through those because otherwise I'll be here all day. And then you get, like I say, lots of vellum pieces as well. And again, these are all on a potluck basis, so they're all going to be slightly different. Hopefully you'd get some, you know, some big sort of pieces and some smaller pieces. So just a huge variety. Now these are fantastic for making things like, oh gosh, what do you call it? You know, the, what am I thinking? Oh my goodness, I've just got like a blank. The, like, they're not flippies. What would you call them? You know, like a little bundle of pieces. So like a flippy pad, I suppose. But yeah, if you kind of like top it off with like a vellum, they are amazing for things like that. So very, very, very cute, useful things here. So I've put quite a few of those in. So, you know, if you like the look of those, then I've got those in there. Again, all completely different. So potluck basis, all completely different. But, you know, similar kind of things. Then I've got these. Oh, they're also quite good for if you would rather not print using vellum or transparency film on your printer. Maybe your printer isn't capable of printing on those types of papers, or maybe you don't feel comfortable using your printer. They're fantastic for, you know, for people who would rather not. So, yeah, if you fancy kind of like a few pieces on speciality papers, but you'd rather not use your own printer, then they are available. Then I've got my Fussy Cut Packs, and again, these have all been fussy cut by myself. Some of them have been cut possibly by my die cut machine. I have to say most of these have been fussy cut by hand. So, yeah, I've spent many an evening cutting out all these little bits and pieces. So these are done on a colour by colour basis. So this one obviously is a green pack, and you've got some sort of green and brown sort of journal cards in there. Now most of the packs, although have been color coded, they have been color coded and also mixed with maybe some odd, you know, browny kind of beigey, you know, this sort of color things. You know, so yeah, do kind of be aware that they won't necessarily 100% be green or 100% be pink or blue or whatever. They're going to possibly have some sort of browns and things like that, but hopefully, you know, again, a good, really fun mix of things. Now, again, these are all on a potluck basis, and again, they're going to you know, kind of push you outside of your comfort zone, because you're going to get things that, you know, possibly you haven't worked with before, or possibly you wouldn't put together necessarily, you know, previously. But yeah, they're going to be hopefully really fun, nice little packs. I have done these quite often in the past, and normally they, you know, they're quite well received. So yep, all different coloured ones. I'm just showing you briefly a few of the different ones. Oops, that's got two of the same. Most of them do not have repeats. That was just obviously put in there by mistake, having a repeat item. But ordinarily they'll be, you know, unique items. So there we go. Oops. Like that. Large shoe. And then again, some little journal cards with, you know, blue effects. So very, very cute. These are, again, brilliant for making clusters and things like that. Clusters, snippet rolls, all of that kind of thing. Maybe those fussy cluttered collage masterboards, things like that. So, I mean, if you kind of got, like, for instance, a scrap paper bundle and, you know, one of these, you could put together some really gorgeous clusters. You could put together some gorgeous fussy, you know, cluttered masterboards. You know, you know, some snippet rolls and things like that. So yeah, they're very, very cute. I would just show you this last one, just so you've seen like a pink one here. I am really trying to whiz through this so it's, you know, pretty quick. So I do apologise if I'm either going a little bit quick for you, or, you know, possibly you'd like to get through this even quicker because it's not quick enough. But it's quite hard to show everything, but also, you know, work at a reasonable pace. So obviously this one is pink themed. Now, because of the nature of pink, you know, you get a lot of flowers in pink and things. So this one's got a lot of florals, but, you know, it will depend on the colours, obviously, you know, the types of items that you're going to get. You've got a large perfume bottle there, and then you've got quite a few little pink based journal card type items in the back there. So again, very cute. I love this lady. She's from my Pink Parisian kit. So yeah, hours and hours have been spent fussy cutting all these little pieces. So yeah, hope that you like these and think they're pretty fun. I mean, I've opened these sometimes, you know, for myself and kind of worked with them, and they're just really, really fun to work with. So that's those. So like I say, all different, you know, colours. I think I've got some purple ones and things as well. Right, next item, I have got a tag bag. I think this is left from the last time that I did a restock video, so just very quickly whiz you through the tags. I might have shown these before. This was just one that it either hadn't sold, or maybe I had misstocked the shop, if you see what I mean. So didn't put the correct amount stocked in the shop. So that's the tag bag, and all the tags really are, you know, predominantly plain on the back, because of course they're tags, so therefore, you know, for journaling on, they're in the tag shaped bag. So like that, lots of them have got sari silk as a, you know, little tab and things. So, you know, very fun. Right, okay, other than that, the other items that I've got that are sort of, you know, what I would call regular type items. I've got some cluster grab bags. Now, unfortunately, I've run out of paper bags now, so I'm having to use the what do you call these, you know, transparency film. So that's a bit of not transparency film, what do you call this, cellophane bags, that's the word. So yeah, I'm struggling to get hold of brown paper bags at the moment, you know, for a reasonable kind of cost really. So these are cluster grab bags. So again, these are fantastic for being able to very quickly decorate up, you know, pockets and, you know, tags and things like that. So, and they've all got different items on them. They might again have bling, they might have flowers, they might have, you know, bows and things like that. But they're all going to have, you know, lace and things like that as well. So again, these are going to quite often have, you know, potentially pink things in them. I just really like to point that out, because I know not everybody likes pink, and you know, when you're selling things on a potluck basis, it's best to just kind of say, actually, there's a high possibility that these are going to include stuff that's pink. So yeah, I just do want to sort of, you know, highlight that really and emphasize that just in case you don't like pink. So a couple of those. Again, I'm not going to show you all of them because we'll be here all day. I've then got some stitched paper clusters. Whoops. So these are papers that have got stitching on them with other details. So we've got like layered papers, possibly here, for instance, some ribbon and things. It's been stitched, and then you've got all different little bits and bobs on them as well. Now these, again, they're fantastic for things like, you know, on envelopes and things. So I'm just seeing whether I've got an envelope to the side of me. No, of course I haven't. That would be far too easy. But for example, here I've got just a little pocket. You know, you could just put something like that on a pocket, and it just finishes it off very quickly and very easily, doesn't it? So, you know, you could just put some lace at the bottom, just that on there, and that's completely finished. So they're very, very, very cute. Could use them in any, you know, manner of ways. But yeah, I especially like them on like envelope flaps and things, like as a little tab, or on tags as a tab. So for example, here I've got just, a tag. It's getting a bit bent up where it's on my shelf, but you could just have it as a tab there on the tag. So again, you know, doesn't necessarily go with this particular tag, but it still looks very, very cute, doesn't it? So very, very, very sweet, aren't they? So 2 packs of those, and again, they're different, you know, they're unique items. So that's those. Okie dokie. Right, and I then have got some more of the collage sets with clusters, and again, I got a funny feeling that I listed them when I did them before, and so I might be showing these for the second time, in which case I do apologise. So you get 4 little collage masterboards that have been cut down and stitched on the sewing machine, and these could be used, you know, landscape or portrait. And then you 4, I don't know whether I said 6, 4 collage masterboard clusters, collage masterboards that are stitched around the edge, sorry. And then you get 6 clusters that you can mix and match to work with your little bases, and aren't they cute? Now I've tried to put, and I talked about this before, I've tried to put like a variety of clusters so you get very different looks. So hopefully you could kind of mix and match these, and you'd get, you know, pretty different looks depending on the cluster that you use. So you can really kind of like change your pieces around, and obviously they're going to look different if you have them landscape or portrait and things like that. So, you know, you literally could just put a bit of lace on here, and then, you know, maybe some bling or a bow or something, maybe a butterfly, and then just pop on a cluster, and then that's done. I mean, how gorgeous does that look? Absolutely lovely. So, you know, and again, because you've got 6 quite different clusters with, you know, with the masterboards, they're going to push you outside of your boundaries, and, you know, you'd then produce potentially quite different things to what you would do if you were sort of making them to all go together. So, you know, again, these are quite fun for, you know, encouraging kind of different looks and different sort of pieces. So again, we'll put these down, and then just to demonstrate, I mean, how beautiful are all of these? And also these clusters and masterboards, they're quite different to one another. So, you know, if someone were to buy, for instance, both the sets, and I have only got 2 sets available, they're going to be quite different. So, you know, you're going to get lots of nice different looking pieces that, again, you know, potentially you could use them in a few different journals. You know, you wouldn't have to use them in the same journal. Sorry, I'm struggling to put this now back in the bag. Oops, come on. Oh my goodness, it's just getting hooked on the bag. Right, there we go. Right, okay, so that's the collage with clusters. Now, the rest of the items, I think, are going to be a little bit more in detail to show. So I'm just going to move the things all off my desk. Hold on. Okay, right, the next items that I've got. So I've got some of those folio skeletons that I've done them before, and I had lots of requests for more of them. So I've made some more. Now I'm going to just show you kind of, you know, the base of the skeleton, and then I'm going to show you kind of a few different ideas. So this one obviously is a purple one. Now these ones I haven't done on a potluck basis. I've listed them individually. So the ones that you see are the ones that you would buy, if you see what I mean. So, you know, you would be able to get the ones that you want. Now they obviously have got varying flaps. Oops, that one I have not glued in, so we'll have to glue that one in. Yep, that envelope obviously needs to go in there. But they've got varying flaps and envelopes and things. Now they're all slightly different, you know, where the flaps are and things like that, just by the nature of them. Let me put that to one side because I have to glue that in. But they're obviously completely different, you know, paper wise. So this one, for example, you know, very different to the one with the blues and yellows. So again, you know, if you were to purchase a couple, you know, you'd get quite different ones. This one has got that same paper in places, or similar papers in places, but it's mixed with different papers. So although you've got the same, you know, the actual overall appearance is still quite different, because obviously this one is now with the greens and the pinks. So, you know, they're all going to be quite different, like I say, but these are not on a potluck basis. So you would be able to get, you know, the specific one that you like the look of. Now, I'm just going to kind of demonstrate a couple of ideas of what you would do with these. So, whoops, hang on, because I brought along things to go with the purple one. Oh, I've put it there already. Half asleep, honestly. So, for example, they are all obviously made with envelopes. Let me just put my material up here so it looks a bit neater to watch the video. They're all obviously made using envelopes. Now, I personally would cover probably the back with fabric. You know, I like the look of fabric. It works really well, and, you know, it kind of makes it very durable and things. So that's just kind of a little, tip there, or a heads up, you know. So I would just cover the back. Now you could either cover it in portions, you know, collage in, or you could obviously cover it with one complete fabric. If you do collage in, I just kind of note, be careful that you don't have any collaging ending on your fold. So try and, like, you know, overlap your folds just to make it easier really for operation, you know, when you're using it. So that's that. Now on the inside, obviously, like I say, you've got all different, you know, flaps and pockets and, you know, what have you. So I just apologise, one or two of them I have sort of glued them down and then folded them in, so I've just got this slight effect going on. I just want to point that out because, yeah, I do apologise. I do that all the time and just never seem to learn, so I do really apologise for that. But I just want to give you a couple of kind of ideas with the types of things that you can then do, obviously, once you get your folio. So these are brilliant for anyone who's not made a folio before. Maybe you would like to use one, but you can't make one, but you don't know where to start. So I'm going to just give you a few pointers, and hopefully this would kind of then give you the confidence to maybe make one, you know, from scratch kind of going forward. So you could mix and match this with different papers and things like that. So if you didn't have access to a printer, and so you couldn't buy the same papers that I've used here, you could, for example, mix it with book page. You could mix it with, here, for example, I've got some vintage, what do you call it? You know, document, vintage letter here. So I'm just going to kind of like fold this down to show you. You could just, for example, cover the envelope with some vintage document. You know, it's going to look gorgeous. And then you could just literally take some bits and bobs that would look nice on there. So I'm just going to take here. This is from my Victorian London collection papers. I mean, how gorgeous does that look just on that envelope? You could then top it off with, for example, I've just got a butterfly here, like that. I've got some lace here. Now this, obviously, this is kind of a, I don't know really what colour to call this, but maybe like a mink or something like that. So again, you know, not the obvious choice really for this sort of purpley journal, but how beautiful does that look? It looks really gorgeous, doesn't it? So just to give you some ideas, this is one of those pieces that are similar to the pieces in the paper fillers packs. You could just, for example, pop something like this onto the envelope, and straight away then you've got a little flippy pad there that's kind of usable and, you know, useful. I've got, excuse me, a book page here with, you know, an image of this man. So again, you could use things like that to cover your envelopes. All of these things are going to look absolutely gorgeous. Then aside from those things, I've got here some of my, you know, music frames, the framed music things, just to show you kind of different ideas really, to sort of show you and demonstrate how cute all of these different things would look. I've got here some of my large images, you know, for example, you could just have it like that. That would look gorgeous. Over there, again, beautiful. You could have it on that big envelope. Again, you could just cover the big envelope with some book page or whatever, and then just have that on there. So very, very cute. You could have pockets on your envelopes. So for example here, I'm just going to put this back because I feel it sort of needs it there, and then you could just put a pocket onto your envelope like that. So really, really cute. You could incorporate extra flaps and things. So this is just some coffee dyed card, and you could just glue this onto your, you know, your envelope or any of your pieces. You could glue it onto this piece here, for example, at the front before you cover with fabric, I hasten to add. And then you'd have another little foldy flap here. So lots of different ideas that you can do with all of these pieces. I've got here some journal cards. These are from, I think it's my Isabella kit. You could put things like that on there. So, you know, again, you could glue that down just on 3 sides, and you could make it a side loading pocket. You could put it onto here on the envelope, and again, you could cover up the opening, cut this open here, and that would be a pocket on that side. So absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, look at how quick and easy this is coming together just by, you know, popping on a few little odds and pieces. You know, it looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? So you could have that there. You could have then this one maybe like here on the front. I've got here some of my shoes and things, so you know, you could have a little shoe there. Again, could just have a little butterfly, and again you could then just incorporate some lace and things, lace and things in some other spots. So maybe, you know, some lace up here, for example. So all different things that you could do. And then I've got some of my frames as well. So for example, you could have like a little frame there, or a little frame over here, you know, all these different things. And very quickly and very easily, you will have such a stunning, you know, interactive folio, and, you know, completely finished and just looking, you know, really, really, really lovely and really, you know, very unique. You could just put some little labels on and things. I mean, to be honest, and this happened last time that I did this, the problem is of course I start putting all these things around, and then I think, oh, I just want to keep this now because it just looks so cute. I don't really want to kind of part with it. I want to just decorate it myself. But that's because obviously, you know, I don't know about you guys, but if you've made a folio before, the hard work and the boring part is actually kind of like making the skeleton. You know, the fun part is, of course, once the skeleton's been made, again, you could have something like that. Once the skeleton's been made, it all becomes, you know, really fun just decorating up. I mean, you know, even like that, and just then a bit of lace, and that would just finish that off. You know, even though that's not necessarily, you know, the lace that I would use for this, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And then again, you know, a little kind of pocket under there, or, you know, flap under there. Just pop some little bits and pieces on there. Put some lace down on this. You know, these are all little pockets and things as well. Pockets and pockets here. So, you know, lots and lots of different things that you can do with these. And yeah, just fantastic. Again, like I say, for anybody starting out and you fancy making a folio, but maybe you kind of don't feel quite confident yet to make one, or, you know, it's really nice, like I say, sometimes to actually see the item in the flesh and see how it's constructed, and then that will give you confidence, confidence going forward to make your own folio, you know, afterwards. So that's the folio skeletons. So yeah, really super love those. Right, the next items that I've got some kits. Now I've got these bigger kits, and then I've also got a smaller kit. Now when I say kit, this one's really kind of I don't know whether I would really even call this a kit, to be honest, because it's a, you know, few little items, but it's in this gorgeous pouch. Now this is made from some vintage book page. It's a really roomy, nice pouch. Again, I made this ages ago and I've been hoarding it. So pathetic, absolutely pathetic. But yeah, I just loved how it looked so much with the, you know, the colours of it, with the blacks and the browns. So you've just got one of my little junk journal flowers there, a fabric one. It's just held on with a bulb pin, so of course that could be taken off and used in your journals. You could deconstruct this, pull this off and use this. You know, all of the different bits can be, you know, be removed and be torn off and then used in your projects. So you've got just a very tiny little fold down kind of here, very cute, and that just folds up like that. So super gorgeous little flippy piece. And that one, oops, sorry, it was paper clipped together. And do you know what? When I opened it, I thought, well, that's weird. I thought that was paper clipped, and I couldn't see the paper clip for some reason. So let me just paper clip it again. You know, kind of when I put this kit together, I thought, oh, that's paper clipped. And then when I went to look at it, I couldn't see the paper clip for some reason. So yeah, that was paper clipped up here. So that's that. And that just goes into this little pocket here. And then inside the larger flap, you've got, this is just from a vintage book, and it's just mounted on some ivory card. I've got this gorgeous journal card, just from some book page and things. I've got one of my beautiful photographs that have been laminated, and we made these together in the series I did at Christmas and New Year. Oh, I love those so much. They're so tactile and so yummy. And then I've just got an item here, like the little items that are included in the paper fillers. And then I've got here just a little journal card, little sort of banner type cluster. And then here, just a little foldy piece. Now this has got some vintage document. It's got some paper bag, and then some coffee dyed paper, and then some more vintage document. And then of course the outside, that's my dark damask second edition collection papers. So, you know, tiny little kit there, but just some extra little additional pieces to put into a journal. So very cute. Right, now the big kits, they're going to take a little while to go through, so I'm going to try and hurry up and go as quick as I possibly can. So these are in the pouches. We did do a video making some pouches recently, and again, all the things on the pouch could all be pulled off and deconstructed and used in your journals. You know, everything here could be, you know, torn off and removed. So we have got a lot of different items contained within here, and also this pocket here. Oops. Right, let's go through and try and be quick. So we've got this little cute tag. These are just, I think these are some Stamperia papers, and yep, I just kind of clip them together with, what do you call this? An eyelet and a bulb pin, and then one of those little vintage buttons with a shank on there. Yeah, I sometimes struggle to use the vintage buttons, but I thought, oh my goodness, what a cute little tag. And oh, sorry, just oh my goodness, what is going on with me? Struggling to put them around. There we go. What a gorgeous little tag with just the vintage button there. So cute. And then here we've got one of those sewing pattern paper booklets. We made these recently in a video, so I'm not going to open it and show you, but of course it's got the you know, journaling paper on there. I've got a little pocket here. Again, it's got various bits all, you know, put on there. You've got one of these pockets which we made a or which we did a tutorial recently making these, and it's just sealed together with a wax seal. So all of these pockets, they are all designed, or all of these pieces, they are all designed to go in a complete journal. So whereas the variety packs, they're all completely different things to go in all different journals, these, of course, they're all kind of coordinating and, you know, would hopefully just all coordinate beautifully and go into one journal. So I've got this gorgeous envelope pocket. I do have a tutorial coming up for those. I've got this gorgeous collage masterboard with this lovely perfume bottle. And then I've got this very simple pocket here, which again, I do have a tutorial coming up for these ones. I've got this gorgeous pocket here with a little pocket there. These pockets, which this is that sort of opening pocket. Again, I'm not going to open them all up because I will be here all day. This one, those heart tower pockets there. So again, these are available in a tutorial. And then this, which is a little matchbox book, but it's a flip down, if you see what I mean. So you'd put it in like that and it flips down. Whoops, like that. Really cute. Then this pocket here, this one here, this is one of those envelope booklets, and again it's obviously tied round with string, so really gorgeous. And then another one of those collage masterboards, slightly different to the other one, but definitely, you know, coordinating perfectly with that. So very yummy range of little items in that, the first kit, and obviously that's for a very purpley pinky themed journal. So yeah, very girly, and again probably only really suitable for somebody who likes, you know, pretty girly lovely things. These are not sold on a potluck basis. They are listed, you know, individually, so you would be able to get the ones that you particularly like. Then we've got this one. This one, I love, love, love this pouch. In fact, I'm quite surprised that I'm daring to part with it because I love it so much. It's right up my street with all these gorgeous, vibrant colours. Yeah, really love it. And again, obviously, everything could be removed and pulled off and used in, you know, in your own journals. So, taking all the bits and pieces out, we've got this gorgeous pocket here, and this has got one of my frames there that we used recently. We've got this doily pocket here, so quite delicate. I must be careful as I show it. So that one there. We've got some collage masterboard. We've got this gorgeous piece here, which is one of those chewing gum style packets. Whoops. Like that. Okay, and then this one here, which is a collage masterboard done in the style of a belly band. Then we've got this collage masterboard here, absolutely yummy. We've got this one here. This is a little fold out with a couple of pockets. Again, I'm not going to open everything because, you know, we'll be here a long time. One of those little doily pockets, which again, we made these in a tutorial recently. So these are really fantastic, either just as they are, or of course you could glue this onto something else, would also be very, very cute, very nice. Then this one here, just a little double pocket stitched on the sewing machine. This one here, this gorgeous collage masterboard, and again I've got a tutorial coming up for these beautiful pieces. And then we've got this here, gorgeous little pocket with a photograph underneath. And then we've got this one here. This is a beautiful double book page pocket. And then we've got this one. Isn't this so lovely? Absolutely love this piece. And then we've got this one, again, collage masterboard, again with another one of those pieces that I've got the tutorial coming for. And then this one here, which just looks so pretty, doesn't it? So yeah, lots of lovely yummy goodies, and again, you know, quite sort of pink and purple themed. Well, very, very pink and purple themed. So again, for quite a, you know, girly style journal. Now obviously I love, you know, girly type things, so for me that's not a problem, but you know, I do just need to keep on pointing these out because, you know, if you don't like girly, you're not going to probably like these items. Right, okay, final bundle of things. So very exciting. I've got a whole range of little journals here. Now, these completely vary in terms of price. Sorry, it must go off there. I'm very cold today. I've got my little heater on. They vary in price depending on how, you know, detailed they are. So I'm going to whiz through these very quickly. Now, when I say that they're kind of simple journals, they really are. So this is a wraparound journal made from vellum. It's my pale tea collection, muted tea collection paper there, and it just looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And then we've got some, what do you call this? What's this? Sari silk to wrap it round with some lace and things. And then inside we've got some stapled on, not stapled, sorry, paper clipped on with a rusted paper clip, some pieces there, and then a variety of different papers, including some vintage paperwork. It's been stitched down the middle and some lace and things. So very, very cute. Very kind of simple journal. Again, this is just one of those types of things, and I say this quite often, perfect for something like, you know, if it was a special weekend away or an event or something like that. Just great for something like that. Then we've got this gorgeous blue one. It's removable sari silk this time, just tied around and tied in a bow. Love, love, love this gorgeous little piece here. Lace down there, doubled up, and this is from, again, my muted tea collection. Isn't that so pretty? And obviously, as you can probably tell, this has got a blue theme. We've got some bits paper clipped on, again with a rusted paper clip. Vintage paperwork there, and then a variety of papers excuse me, stitched into the journal there. So again, very cute, very pretty little journal. Obviously, you know, again, they've got unique items in that they've got the genuine vintage paperworks and things. So, you know, that all kind of adds to the uniqueness of them. Then this one, oh my goodness, I love this one so much. So, yeah, this is my Great Expectations paper. Isn't that so pretty? And then love it with this lace. That's that lace, funnily enough, that I was just playing around with the folio, I think. So in that sort of minky type colour, whatever that colour is, that didn't know what to call it. And then look at this cluster on here. Oh my goodness, yummy, yummy. And then inside we've just got, again, a variety of vintage pages and others. Got some lace. And then here, oops, lace, various things. And then here, paper clipped in, again with the rusted paper clip, is a variety of yummy goodies. Included vintage pieces and what have you, and then vintage paper there. So very, very, very cute. And yeah, could either be slipped into a main, you know, a bigger journal, or obviously used in, you know, isolation, like I say, for, you know, a special something, a, you know, special event, or, you know, something like that. So very, very cute, but nice and flat, which is good. Right, then I've got these two. Now these are, you know, getting on a little bit more in terms of complexness, perhaps I would say, I don't know. Look at that sari silk. Oh my gosh, isn't that so gorgeous? I mean, it's kind of like pinky, but with hints of like purpley type colour running through it. Oh my goodness, love it, love it, love it. So this, again, wraparound journal, but this time wraparound is this from my perfume collection, and it's just the paper in the 250 GSM. So absolutely gorgeous. Now these have got more pages, so they're a bit more kind of like chunky, I suppose. So more pages, but again, lots of vintage pages, and then some internal envelope and things. We've got some lace, and then more vintage papers. I mean, they're just lovely, these. Very, very yummy and scrumptious. Beautiful to turn the pages, because wow, they will feel lovely. You know, vintage. This has even got a vintage well, I was going to say a brad, but actually maybe it's a brad where one of the things has snapped off, so it's only kind of going one side. But anyway, little metal piece there. And then again, just a couple of things just paper clipped on with a rusted paper clip. So aren't they just gorgeous? In fact, that's one of those tags that we did in a video. So yeah, aren't they just lovely? So that's that one. Yeah, I have to say, kind of wanted to hoard this one, because my goodness, I love this sari silk so much. And to be honest, against that black of the perfume paper, wow, just looked yummy, yummy, yummy. So yeah, love that. Right, then we've got this one. Now this is my Paris bouquet paper. So again, it's paper rather than vellum, which is the wraparound cover. Isn't that gorgeous? Then we've got the lace, and then this gorgeous cluster here. Absolutely lovely. Sari silk again is the wraparound, and then going inside, we've got again a variety of lots of vintage papers, some food colour paper, some lace. Absolutely love, love, love how this looks. You've got some doily in this one, more vintage paper, some more internal envelope vintage papers, some vellum there, and then this has been stitched down on the sewing machine, more vintage. And then we've just got a rusted paper clip there holding on some, again, vintage paper with, again, some metal work going on. And then just one of my pieces from my Junk Journal Basics Kit 2, which has been coffee dyed. So, yeah, just absolutely, oops, absolutely yummy, yummy, yummy. So, lots of pages in these, to be honest. And, you know, obviously you could do what you like with these. You could kind of paint over them. You could gesso over them. You know, you could just staple things onto them, you know, however you kind of wanted to use them. So that's those. Now, these three, I've got a tutorial coming up for these. So yeah, hopefully you will love the tutorial. Now, I'm going to whiz you through these quite quickly, but they are sort of quite involved little journals. So although they're very tiny, they've got a lot of stuff going on inside them. So I'm going to try and whiz you through quite quickly though. So this one is using my autumn papers as a cover. The wraparound is this just string. We've got some beautiful lace here, a flower, and this gem. Gorgeous little topper type piece here using my frame printables. And then inside, this is backed with my Dark Damask set 2. Now, when this opens, oh my goodness, isn't that lovely? So you've got a pocket here with a little tag. Now, I'm going to try and whiz through, like I say, very quickly. These are the most cute journals, honestly, like all different paper sizes in here and all different kind of things going on. So lots of yummy goodies. So this is all a mix of different kits and things, but you've got flowers and things. You've got little pullouts, some vintage papers, which is, you know, very cute. Oops, like that. Oops, a little journal card. Here you've got another little pull-out. You've got journaling space there. We've got these gorgeous little papers here. Again, this is vintage. Oh my goodness, how lovely does that look? That just tucks into this little pocket. And like I said, I do have a tutorial for these types of journals. So yeah, if you like them, you'll hopefully really enjoy the tutorial. Gorgeous, gorgeous bits and pieces here. Oops. And then here, more journaling space. And then here we've got another little tuck spot with another piece there. Another little tuck spot there. Isn't that paper lovely? That's just from the Autumn's Upon Us kit. Again, a tuck spot here. Gorgeous couple of tuck-in pieces. Got a little tuck-in there. A little sort of bannery tuck spot up there like that. We've got here more vintage paper with, again, some metal kind of eyelets there going on. So again, all original stuff. Isn't that lovely? Oh, really, really lovely. And then you've just got like a little frame there and a label. So this is the center of the signature. Just got then a little vintage piece there. That just tucks in there. You've also got another tuck spot there. Lots of bits and bobs like that, all just tucks in. So like I said, I'm just going through these pretty quickly, to be honest. More journaling space, another little tuck spot, another pocket here with some more of that vintage page and another piece. Got some journaling space there, and then oops, tuck spot here. Again, journaling room there. Beautiful couple of bits tucked into this. More journaling space. Another little tuck spot there. Another little pocket here. Oops. And obviously you could put more things in this. I mean, I've just put in, you know, the number that I've put in here. But you could probably put more bits of paper and what have you in here. So you could create more journaling space, you know, by putting extra in. This is also vintage. More journaling space there. I mean, don't you love the colours of this journal? It's so kind of rich and, yeah, just scrumptious. I absolutely love, love, love how this looks. Oops, that one's just tucked in there like that. And this one, is that? Oh, yeah, that's tucked in as well. So very cute, isn't it? And then another one tucked in here, more journaling space. And then here we've got just a paper clip with this one. I'm so sorry about the splotches of coffee. I obviously was a bit, oh gosh, what's the word? Over excited, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so there's a few pieces that have got coffee splotches, so I do apologise. But actually, I think it kind of adds to the yumminess, to be honest. So rusted paper clip, and then here again more vintage page, and then just another little tuck in goes in there. So that's that complete journal. Isn't that just so yummy and scrumptious? And to be honest, you know, these are quite kind of compact and small, so they, you know, would sit like on a shelf quite nicely. I'm not sure it stands up. Oh, it does stand up, to be honest. Yeah, so they'd sit on a shelf quite nicely. You could have them stood up on a shelf, so like a decorative item. They're just really, really, really nice, aren't they? So that's the first one. Right. Oh my goodness. Sorry, it just slipped down. Right, second one. Okay, so exactly the same sort of concept, tied around with the string, lace, flower. Sorry, I just had to stop and clear my throat, so lots of talking going on. So we've got this gorgeous piece here from my Belgian blue. This paper, this is from my Regal teal background papers, so really, really pretty. Some flowers there, and then again I'm going to just whiz you through super quickly. Lots of the vintage paper again going on here. This is quite brittle, so you know, just must be a bit careful how you know, unfold it like that. And then this is my clocks collection papers. Got some of my labels there and some of my tickets there from the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2. And then here, journaling space, and then a rusted paper clip holding on some gorgeous journal cards. Again, we've got just a little tuck spot here and here, which I have not put things in, which is very annoying. So, oh gosh, no, I'm not going to be able to find anything now to put in. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Right, just got some vintage page here, so let's just pop some of this in. Just because, oh, I hate it when I forget to put things in. So yeah, let's put that one in there. And then, oh, do I have anything else? Not sure. Oh goodness. Nope, I can't see anything else really that's quite suitable that's going to fit in there. So you've got this tuck spot here, and then you've got more journaling space. You've got another tuck spot there, which of course I've missed. More journaling space here, and then you've got this gorgeous pocket. This is my beautiful birds collection. This is my damask set 2, the pale damask. Aren't these cute little bits and pieces? And then some vintage letter there. So that all just tucks in to that pocket. Oops. Like that. And then this has got, again, gorgeous little journal card, and then just this beautiful bit of vintage page. How lovely is that? Really, really love that. So that just tucks in there. A little butterfly, again, beautiful birds papers, one of my coloured book plates, and some flowers. Plain for journaling. And then this one, again, this is tuck spot. I don't know what's going on with me. I've missed putting things into this journal for some reason. Honestly, there's loads of tuck spots and things in here, so I think it's quite easy to miss. There we go. We've tucked in another little vintage piece of paper there. That's another pocket, which, yes, yet again, I had missed out putting something in. I mean, what's wrong with me? How could I have missed so many pieces? I've no idea. Just seeing whether I've got any bits beside me that I can just tuck in. I've got just a ticket here, so we'll just pop that into there like that, just so it's got something in. A little tuck spot here with the beautiful birds. This is my pale lace and some journaling space. Again, beautiful little piece of ephemera. And then we've got here a large pocket tucked in. Oh gosh, tucked in and screwed this up. Well, to be honest, it just looks more vintage like that, so I don't really mind. And then just a little journal card there, so that just goes into that pocket. Oh my gosh, must try and be a bit more careful putting it in this time. No, it's quite a tight fit. That's obviously why I screwed it up the first time. Love this pocket with just these little banner pieces. Isn't that so cute? And then this gorgeous little centre spread. So again, page from the beautiful birds. One of my little frames there with the flower. And then just tucked into this little tuck spot. Again, some vintage, vintage letter from 1907. And again, I do have the vintage ephemera packs as well, and also the vintage fragment packs. So if you wanted to have a look in the shop for those, they're also listed. Another little journal card in there. Oops. There's some items that are kind of like standard and, you know, generally are in stock. You know, the lace packs, the more journaling space, the vintage fragment packs and things, and the vintage paper bundles. I generally have them most of the time. So yeah, if you wanted to kind of check them out, then they're generally in there often, if you see what I mean. So I'm just going to have to stop and quickly get a couple of vintage things. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I just had to quickly get some more things because that was just irritating me so much, you know, that there was a few pockets where they were empty. So yeah, let's just pop this into here. Again, it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but it does fit in. So yeah. There we go. And then going over, oh, another piece here. Thank goodness I did bring this over because, wow, very irritating. So this is just some fly sheet from some book page, but again, just kind of makes quite a good little piece to tuck in. So, yep, we'll just tuck that under the tuck spot. A couple of bits here. Again, some vintage page, and then just a journal card. That just goes in there. Yes, so sorry, I was saying I do have some things that I just kind of generally try and keep stocked. So those things are hopefully kind of most of the time in stock. And yeah, hopefully there are some in there at the moment. So another little piece here. I mean, you know, for quite tiny journals, to be honest, there is an awful lot of stuff going on in these, and very, very interactive to look through, very gorgeous to look through, and you know, hopefully you'd agree, a lot of journaling space contained within such a small piece. This one's very cute. It's got a fold out like this, so tucked into the fold out is just this little piece of vintage paper. Obviously it's tucked in with a rusted paper clip. Love, love, love how this little section looks here. So just bring it up. How cute does that look? And then we've got a little pocket underneath with just again a couple of little bits there tucked into the pocket, so like that. And I love it when you have something kind of overhanging the pocket, so that piece that overhangs, it's very cute, isn't it? And then that just all shuts like that, and paper clips in like that. And then a pocket here, and again some more little pieces tucked in. Have I paper clipped that in? No. So again, some vintage letter. That one's actually dated 1880, would you believe? So super, super old, that one. And these are original letters. So yeah, original pieces of ephemera. And, you know, like I say, as are the pieces obviously in the ephemera packs that are in my shop. You know, they're vintage, genuine vintage pieces. There we go, like that. And then this one, I love how this is. So you've got this belly band arrangement going on, and then you've got tuck spot here, so a little piece in the tuck spot, whoops, like that. Then you've got a little pocket piece here. And that's just got one of these craft pieces of paper, which again, I've got these in my shop as well. So that just tucks in like that. And then tucked in here, we've got some vintage ephemera, 1977, and it's got some of that metal on there as well. And then this gorgeous piece there. Again, it's from my birds collection papers, but it's just got a little flower stapled on just for sort of extra interest. So yeah, that just tucks in like that. So very, very cute journals. And like I say, I mean, for something that's quite small, they've got an awful lot of interest. They've got an awful lot of, you know, details. Obviously, they've got quite a bit of, you know, journaling space and things. So, yeah, they're really lovely, aren't they? Right, final one, you'll be pleased to know. So, this one is using my newest papers, my newest collection papers, the lavender papers, unless I've managed to put the other things into my shop now. So the cover is a wraparound cover using the lavender collection papers. Isn't that beautiful? Just absolutely love it. Love this little arrangement here, this gorgeous gem, and then we've got some lace down here and the flower. Oh my gosh, it just looks so pretty, doesn't it? Now, unlike the others, which were an eclectic mix of things, this one I've predominantly used the lavender collection papers in here. Now, I have mixed it with some, you know, pull-out bits like this from my ephemera collections, my ephemera pieces, but all of the papers are all from the lavender collection papers. So I love, love, love how this one looks. So I'm going to whiz you through very quickly. So we've got a little journal card that I made there using one of my lavender toppers, and then just a piece from the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2. That just goes in there. I've got a flower and a butterfly. Then here we've got a little belly band, and again it's got this little piece here, and that's just containing, that's one of the lavender journal cards from the toppers type pieces, and then some vintage ephemera made into a little flippy envelope. I'm so sorry, I had to clear my throat again. So yeah, going over the page, we've got here a couple of bits there from, again, the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2, just a sort of belly band arrangement going on here. Then on this side, we've got a lovely flower and then just a little piece tucked into that tuck spot. And then here we've got a lovely pocket with, again, one of my labels. And then we've got a lovely piece of vintage ephemera dated 1897. That just tucks in like that. We've got a tuck spot here. Just, again, journal card. Going over journaling space here, journaling space here. And then we've got just tucked in a journal card there. And then journal space here. And then clipped on with rusted paper clip, we've got a couple of journal cards there, again from the lavender collection toppers, and then some vintage book page, again some more fly sheet there. That just tucks like that onto the paper clip. And then here we've got a pocket with, again, a journal card, oops, going in there like that. And that just tucks in like this. These journals are very fun to make, I have to say. So I will try and get that video out quite soon, because, yeah, I think you'll really love them. We've got here a journaling space, little tuck spot and a flower. And then that other side of that metal rusted paper clip, we've just got another letter here. This one's dated 1932. So that one goes like that, tucks in. And then here we've got just another little page with journaling space, but a tuck spot up there, like that. And then a butterfly, we've got more journaling space here and here. And then here, very tiny little piece, whoops, in this kind of belly band. So this is some vintage paper. I literally just, you know, took it and folded it into quarters and then just, you know, tucked it into there. So it's very tiny but very cute. And then here, funnily enough, I've got another one that's also very tiny, but this one's a pocket rather than a belly band. So did the same again, took some vintage page and just tucked it straight into there like that. And then the pocket, I've just got a journal card tucked into the pocket like that. Sorry, my cloth is now moving, which is very annoying because it's now probably looking very scruffy and ropey on my desk. So that tucks in like that. And then here we've got a pocket with, again, a journal card. And then here we've got little bits layered up. Just, oh, looks so pretty, doesn't it? So I didn't want to cover it up, but of course you've got journaling space there. And then here we've got, oh gosh, another pocket with nothing in there. Let me just pop in. Thank goodness I brought along this bits of vintage stuff. Oh, we're going to have to fold that in. I wonder if that will... wonder if that would go in like that. No, it's going to be too big. Right, let's take that in like that. Okay, squish that down. Like that. So that goes into that little pocket there. And then this, it's got a large pocket, and then tucked into there we've got a journal card, of 2 journal cards actually, from the lavender you know, paper toppers type kit. And then another vintage piece here. This one's dated 1903, so again nice and vintage, very scrumptious, and that just all tucks in like that there. More journaling space, obviously you've got journaling space around here. Got another pocket here, and then just tucked in another little piece. Oops. Tucked in there like that. And then here you've got another pocket, another journal card, and then going over you've got more journaling space, another little tuck spot, which again you could tuck something in. So let's just take some paper, tuck that into there. Whoops. These little bits, these are just from my documents collection papers, but don't they just work brilliantly? You know, like to break up the sort of boring look of just some journaling space. They look so cute, don't they? Just like that. And obviously they have a double use because they act as then a tuck spot. Journaling space here, and then here again a little banner as a tuck like that. And then here we've got a couple of journal cards, and they just tuck in. Whoops. Oh, tuck in there like that. So then going over the page, we've got here another journal card down as a pocket with more vintage vintage document, sorry, dated, I think that says 1826, so very, very, very old. And I just made it into a little foldy little flip there, so that just goes in like that. Absolutely love that. Just topped it with a butterfly on the corner. How gorgeous does that look? And then here we've just got a tuck spot, again just some journaling space and a flower little piece there. Oh my goodness, not coffee dyed. Oh, I apologise for that. So that just goes in there. Journaling space here, and then here we're on the inside of the back cover. We've got a pocket here, and then we've got actually a pocket here as well. So let me just grab something to put into that pocket. Oh, nope, just seeing whether I've got anything that's going to fold flat enough to put in there. Right, I've got some, this is just plain paper to be honest, which is a little bit on the boring side, but I think it will, I'm going to say work best, but actually let me fold it into thirds instead, because otherwise it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? So yeah, we'll fold that down into thirds like that. Hopefully that will go into there. Right, so that's in that pocket there. That's some vintage paper. And then we've got journal card and a piece from the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2, and then again another piece of genuine vintage ephemera, this time dated, if it's got a date on it. I'm sure it probably has got a date, but I am obviously being blind as a bat and can't actually see. Can't see a date on there at all. Something is written here, something 1797. I'm sure this can't be from 1797, but it's obviously reasonably close to then, the fact they're still talking about it. But look at that penmanship. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Not that I can read what any of it says, but yeah, very, very, very lovely. So yeah, that all just tucks in like that. So I really love these tiny journals. So not sure which one's my favourite. I'd love to hear in the comments below which one you like best. Do you like the purple? Do you like the blue? Or do you like the autumnal kind of coloured one? Not sure which one I like best. I really love them all, and they are so, so, so nice to touch and to hold. Honestly, I'm going to make a few more of these. So yeah, I really hope that you like them. So massive restock, and I apologize for taking up so much of your time. Yeah, very, very, very sorry, but I really hope that you love all the things that are, you know, on offer on my website. And yeah, hope you feel inspired. If you don't, you know, if you don't fancy kind of getting anything, maybe you feel inspired to make some similar things. I'd love to hear maybe what your favourite item was that I'm offering. Don't forget also to include, you know, what types of things would you love to see in the shop. Maybe things that you've never seen for sale anywhere else that you think, oh, I'd really love to purchase you know, like the folio skeletons, something like that, that you think, oh, that would be really great to be able to purchase those, and you've maybe never seen them before. Not saying that I'm definitely going to be able to come up with them, but, you know, anything that you think, oh, I wonder if, you know, they could sell those. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me. I know it was really, really, really long. Yeah, so head over obviously to shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk if you want to sort of see anything here that I've got. And I thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Don't forget, please, to, you know, leave a comment and a thumbs up to the video. That would be amazing. And yeah, thank you so much. Hope you all have an awesome day. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, then. Bye.